in your business, and the ones who should be hearing this aren't on this call, but you can tell them, in your business, you've got to take ownership of it. Like, when you make the money, it's your money. Nobody else is going to spend it. You make it, you spend it. You take ownership of your business, making sure that you are there to get the information when the information is being disseminated out, because it's going to help you to move forward in a great and awesome way. And as you are building your business, what you do is you teach and you train your team on this as well, because it's all about duplication in our industry of network marketing. It's about doing some simple disciplines repeatedly over time, consistently over time, to get us the result. And so getting on your team calls are really important. The team training calls that typically groups have once a week, they help you to stay inspired. You get information and ideas that otherwise you wouldn't have. And so because your sponsor's job is not to repeat everything to you if you missed it, that's why people have to get on the call. That's why you want to promote the calls to your team, hold them accountable, especially like the first, 6 months or whatever they're in business, till they really become something where they just say, oh, shoot, I got a call every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm not going to miss this. Even Erica said her kids say, Mommy, isn't it time for your call? So you know you're doing something when your kids even remember and remind you, so that's great. So I want you guys to keep sending out those text messages. Send out some text messages. You may say, hey, Shirley, hey, Bob, I'm on the call. Are you on? Just to check and see if they're there. So that's real important, because you want your team to be trained up. So while we are waiting on these numbers to grow, I'm going to start with something different than I was going to start with. So I'm going to go right into talking about some money tonight. Let's talk about that moolah. Because when I put out a post earlier this week, and I was just taking a little survey. I put this out in our group just saying, who out there is money motivated? Now, understand, in business, people have different motivations. And when I asked the question, I wasn't looking for any certain response, because being motivated, money motivated, is neither right or wrong. It's just what it is. There are some people who are not money motivated, but they'll be motivated by a mission and a cause. And you start talking to them about $10,000 a month, it doesn't move them, but you start talking to them about feeding hungry families, and they say, woo, I am on board. And they get fired up, and they start telling people how their organization is feeding hungry families around the country, and they can sell the world because of the mission and the cause. See, so one of the things you have to do is just find out what moves people. People aren't moved by what moves you necessarily. They're moved by what moves them. And you find out what moves people, what their motivation is, by having good quality conversations and learning how to ask good questions. And when you do that, you can find out what motivates people, and then you put that in front of them. Some people may be motivated by being able to spend more time with their family. So that's what drives them, and that's maybe the kind of reminders that you need to put in front of them as they build, if they get discouraged or frustrated. And then you can remind them, hey, Joe, hey, I remember when we were having that conversation, and you talked about just being able to get that house on the lake, and you and your wife and the kids be able to go there every weekend. Have you been imagining that lately? I'm telling you, man, if you stick with us on this one, you'll be able to get that in the next 24, 36 months. It can be yours. So you got to learn to find out what motivates people. So I was just asking, who's money motivated? I just wanted to know, because I'm really money motivated. So yes, I do like helping people, but that's not my foremost motivation. My foremost motivation, and it may be because I just had to go through a lot of struggle, and y'all heard my story, the Section 8 story, and the WIC story, and the repossession story, and all that. And you can be rich and you can be poor. We say both of them can be hard, but choose your hard. I'd rather be rich hard. You know what I'm saying? So if it's hard getting rich, and if it's hard being broke, which hard would you rather experience? So I like the and not just the idea, like the results of having that 5 figures a month residually coming into me every single month and not having the financial pressure and stress on your back. Can anybody deal with that? Can anybody relate to that? Like money motivated, like when somebody puts up these big numbers in front of me, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go get that. So for me, it's about lifestyle. It may not motivate you, but I mean, I love thinking about lifestyle. Like I'm gonna post out some pictures later today of me in a Bentley about an hour ago, and I was like, oh my God, this feels so good. It's like, yes, this is like on frequency with me, right? So today I tracked it into my space just to get in it and just feel it and just be one with it. A historic Chevy, 1932. It was worth a bunch of money. Oh man, that was nice. I've never been in a car like that, and it was nice. Bentley was riding around in, and then just most people been in a Mercedes S550, but it was still really, really nice. And in a Porsche, and it was just like, I don't know about you guys, but there may be some things. Maybe your motivation isn't a car, maybe it's a really big home, 10,000 square feet. Maybe it's, a yacht, or maybe it's just be able to give a lot of money away to your church. But why am I saying all this, okay? So we have a compensation plan that is so ridiculously stupid easy that people make it hard. Literally, I think that's what it is. Your compensation plan that you have attached to the business of choice that you have is so ridiculously easy that your brain may be creating some things to say, it can't be this simple. So let me just really put some mental roadblocks in here to getting started, because there's got to be harder than this. Every Tuesday night, the CEO and founder of O2 Worldwide gets on the call, and he talks about how, I wanted to do something different in the marketplace. So I made this like a free business. And so we often think, well, maybe free, maybe that's the reason why people just they take it for granted. Now, we don't talk about really free and when from our team perspective, but we still sometimes may mention, $60 a month or something, $60 for people to get started or something low, like that. But sometimes when people don't have a true business amount invested into their business, they don't treat it like a business. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, if most people had to mortgage their home or take money out of their 401k in order to get started in the business, guess what they would be doing? Oh my goodness, they would be working the heck out of that business so that they could make all their money back quickly and pay themselves back. Wouldn't they? Isn't that the truth? If you had to mortgage your home or something like that to get started in a business, like make a franchise or something like that, but when it's $60, when it's only $200, when it's the $199 and then you get the combo pack and add some credits too, and you only spend $350, I mean, shoot, you may go to the mall one day and buy a suit and a pair of shoes and spend that. It's no big deal. So you spend that on a business, and it's not like, I gotta get this money back. And so what I want to say, guys, is sometimes you got to pretend that you did have to spend, instead of $60, maybe you spent $6,000, right? And then your husband is looking at you and your wife is looking at you like, I'm looking to see if you're going to make this money back, because we need to get that $6,000 back in an account. And if somebody was really looking at you like that, what would you be doing? You'd be setting goals. You'd be having all your prospects up on the board. You be having your goals of, how many customers you wanted to get this week, and how many 199s that you wanted to sign up this week, and how many people you wanted to sample the product out. I mean, you really be treating this thing like a business if you paid real business money. But because you paid hobby money, hey, $60, let me buy some, some glue and some materials for this little hobby I got. I'll spend $60. Then a lot of times people treat it like a hobby. So whatever you got to do in your mind to get very clear and understand, this is my business. Yeah, I've been blessed that it's a very easy entry. I've been blessed that the CEO made it that it only takes 2 people to maximize out the compensation plan. Unlike a lot of companies, we don't have to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. Now, maybe if you had to do something very intricate and get to the superstar commander rank, and maybe you're just like a person who really likes titles and you can't appreciate the fact that he said, look, let me just put all the money out on the table, you go get it. I'm not going to make you have to get to any ranks to pick up more money. I'm not going to start you off with 25%, and then once you bring in 10 people, then you get 50% paycheck match, and then once you bring in 10 more, then you get 100% paycheck match. No, I'm going to give you 100% from the beginning. Okay? So, but maybe you would push more. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this, guys. Do not take your business for granted. Okay? We have a simple system here that I promise you. The business is, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's very, very simple. We're about to talk about some of the simple things that if you do these simple things starting today consistently, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars will be yours if you do these things consistently. So, in our sample system, when a person requests a sample, an email comes to us, and part of this email says, remember, you only need 2 prospects to upgrade for them to duplicate those efforts, and you could be making thousands to tens of thousands in no time. So this is the email that comes to you, and I want you to start reading this email so you can really understand. So corporate is telling you this. Remember this. You only need 2 prospects to upgrade. So you got your sample system, and people are requesting the product, and you're sampling your way to success by allowing people to try it before they buy it. What a novel idea and concept. You could recruit so many people by sharing this sample system platform where they can have access to the try it before you buy it way of recruiting people too. So all you need, it says you only need 2 prospects to do what? To upgrade, and for them to duplicate those efforts. So now that means you got to get 2. You only need 2 to upgrade. And then you show those same people how to promote their sample system link, get the word out, ask the question, watch the video, get people to request the product, try it before they buy it, and then those people to find 2 to do the same thing. And when you get that simple process down, understanding, some of you need to say this to yourself, there are at least, I'm lowballing it, 300 million people just in this country. I didn't even know we were sampling in Canada too. Who was that? It was either Al or Peter that told me, yeah, we're sampling with Al. Yeah, we're to send samples to Canada as well. I don't know how many people are in Canada. But let's just say, if we didn't have everything else, and we were just talking sampling system and Daybreak. So you got 300 million people in this country. I don't know how ever million in Canada. And all you need to get is 2 of the right people who will duplicate your efforts. 2 people who upgrade because they like the sample system and they start promoting it and they get 2. And then they show those people how to do the same thing. Now, of course, you're not going to stop at 2 because you want to keep matching more. But I'm just trying to show you this sample system that you guys have in your hands will help you guys to duplicate yourself to thousands towards tens of thousands of dollars per month. If you don't get there with this sampling system, guys, over time, I'm telling you, well, I'm not even going to speak that because we all going to get there, okay? But you got to do these things. So I want to bring somebody. I want to bring Peter Pelt. I want you to unmute Peter if you're muted out. Because I said, well, you know what? I want to bring somebody. I know people see Chris all the time, and people, hear from me all the time. But I don't want to talk about how well the sample system is going for me. I want to bring, I can hear you. I want to bring someone, who maybe people haven't heard from a lot. Just someone who says, listen, I'm working my business. Haven't been a top leader, haven't had a lot of people on my team in the past, but I'm doing what Dan said to do. I'm working the sample system, and it's working for me. And so I just wanted him to share his results because you guys can get these same results. See, you don't have to be like a superstar person where you're bringing in 50 people in your first 2 months. That's not what this is about. It's about just, getting a little bit of people just keep doing the same thing that you just did. And so I want you to share, Peter. Let me ask you this, Peter. So you there with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. So I'm kind of like interview you and ask you some questions because I want tonight to be a very teachable moment for everybody out there listening so they can take what you share with us and duplicate the results, duplicate the activities starting this week, okay? So how did you start promoting the sample system as soon as it came out, or how long did it take you to get going, or did you jump right into it once we had access to it?
Well, I got into it as soon as we had access to it, but it wasn't that I was really getting too many people to get in at first, but then I started going out in the streets. I was talking to people and, telling them about how much they can make money with this simple sampling system. All they got to do is give out samples. Then they start listening, and then they start opting into the system. And once they opt into the system, they got their day break, and they loved it. And
well, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you for a moment before you go on. So, because I want to make sure people are getting the points as you move through. So, at first, when you weren't getting many results, were you posting out online, or were you using your warm market, or what were you doing at first?
At first, I was mostly posting out on Facebook, and I wasn't getting as many results.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I'm interjecting here. So this is what happened for him. It doesn't mean it's going to happen for you, but at first, he was doing mostly online. He wasn't getting a lot of results from that. So what he did, he added in what Dr. Darrell talks about, the 0 time. He didn't say, he came out of his comfort zone and said, wow, I'm going to the grocery store anyway. I'm going to the dry cleaner anyway. Let me ask the question to people I see as I go about my day. And so for Peter, that really started working better for him. So online and offline together. This is what you want to do. So he didn't stop, I don't think, his online marketing, but he decided to add in offline, and so this is what we do. This is what you do. You marry online and offline together. So his success so far right now has been in the market of prospecting people while he's out. So tell us a little bit about, like where you've been and what do you say to these people in that process?
Well, I've been to like the casino, the cleaners and places like that, the barbershop, and I just, ask them the question, if there was a way that you could make, sometimes I tell them $1,000, I may say maybe just say good money that you're going to get every week. Would you watch a 4-minute video that tells you how? And they'll watch the 4-minute video, and then they'll opt in, and after that, they'll call me and say, I want to know more about it. I got the samples. I love the samples. How can I get involved in, making this money that you were telling me about?
Awesome. So you're prospecting people while you're out. You're asking them the question, and so do you text them the link when they say yeah? Is that what you've been doing?
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll text them the link, and then they go into the system, and get the free samples.
Gotcha.
Text them the link, yeah.
Now, do you have most people to do that right then and there, or you just having that conversation, just meeting them, and you just look later to see if they've done it?
Well, some of them I have them to do it right then and there, you know, and some of them I look later, and it's both ways. I do some of them right then and there, and they'll put it in. I make sure they got it in. Yeah.
Okay, so it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, awesome. All right, guys, so now this is the process for the sample system. He's asked the question. People look at the video. Then they request a sample. Now, you got to make sure, if you don't see their name in your back office, that means they have not gone through all the steps and to request a sample. So sometimes people just stop at like their name and their shipping, but they have to actually create an account with their username and password and go through the whole process. If they do that, you're going to see when you log into your back office and click on Manage O2 Freedom Credits and Users, you click on that small little link. It's in this yellow black box on the left-hand side. You're going to see the names of the people who have made the product request. Then it'll say approve or what does it say? Oh, approve or decline. And you get to choose whether you approve or decline that person. So, Peter, now have you been, do you make contact with these people? You know, again, when's the next time that you make contact with them once you see their name in the back office?
Once I see their name in the back office and, you know, their number's there, I give them a call and, you know, just say, hey, I just want to check with you. I see your name is here. I just want to check with you to make sure that this is the correct address. Mm-hmm. So the sample go to the right place and they let me know, yes, this is the correct address. Then I approve it.
Okay, awesome. So he's not just approving people just because, I'm so excited, I got a person in the back office. But this is like lead generation. Every person who shows up here, guys, they're a lead for you. And not only are they in the under the Manage O2 Freedom Credits and Users, but these people, you have a contact manager that comes with your back office. So if you click on, I think it's Marketing System, and then click on Contacts, anybody who comes through your LUC Builder, lead capture page, any other capture page to join O2, the sample system, all of those people are listed there under your contacts. And you can use that contact manager, and you can see all the information, everything back there under contact. So now, Peter, I just want you to go ahead and tell the story, because you've had some really good activity, you know, this week. So tell us about, I think it was Karen, and what happened with her, and then what she's been doing with the sample system as well, because you've gotten some duplication going there already.
Right, I got some duplication. I got, Karen got her daybreak, and she called me after she took them and said, well, she told me at first, I want to try this first. I got a sample of the product before I can say, I can tell other people about it. So that's when she got her product. She called me and said, I'm ready to get in. I love the product. So then when she got in, I, you know, told her that I suggested that she get some daybreak samples when she upgraded, you know. So she upgraded with the daybreak samples and a pack of daybreak. You know, whatever they want to upgrade with, I try to include the daybreak samples, you know. And she did that, and she went out and bought 2 samples before she got the 5 samples from the system. She got 2 first, and then she came back and got 5. And now she has given all of those out, and all of those people are into her system right now. And she had a person, Dolores, who upgraded already from the sample system, and she's ready to start getting her sample. So we're getting great duplication that way.
Awesome. So you promoted. Now, where did you meet Karen at? Is she at the casino?
On her job. She worked at the casino, so I met her on her job.
Okay, all right. So listen, closed mouths don't get fed. What if he hadn't opened his mouth that day? You know, the worst thing somebody can say to you is no. Are you going to be scared of a little no? So he prospected her. He asked her the question. She requested the sample, got the sample, loved it, and then she purchased the credits and started promoting. All right, and so now I think I heard Dolores come on here, and Dolores came on with excitement. And so, guys, I'm telling you, you can this thing can get duplicated, and you can get to $5,000, $10,000 a month so much quicker than you've been thinking you can on your mind if you just do what Peter's doing. This is a simple way for people to say, oh, I'm finally making money, and because I got a system where I can give away products for free, allow people to try it before they buy it, and if they like it, then they can upgrade. If they like the fact of how it's a simple way for them to make money, they can upgrade and start doing the same thing. And then you really start to see those numbers build. So if you have not printed out your, if you don't have that 2x2 chart that shows the potential of how the money can grow, you need to get that and look at that fire you up. It's in the files, in the group. You got to keep clicking on see more and go all the way down to near the bottom, and it'll say like O2 worldwide $1 million plan or retirement plan or something like that. And keep that in front of you, because if you keep being diligent in getting the sample system link out there, getting the people to try the product, they're going to be, oh yes, I want this. Oh yes, I love to share, to do this business and make money giving away samples. And especially the money motivated people, and you can show them how that money builds with two getting two, and how they can be making $40,000 a month, and then how they can be matching two people at $40,000 a month, and then that could be $100,000 a month. Now, I don't want to blow some people out of the water, but the reality is, in network marketing, there are people who make $500,000 a month. There are $1 million earners making $100,000 a month, $83,000 a month. So this is real in reality in our industry. Our company is a new company, so we don't have anybody at those numbers yet, but we absolutely will, and why not you? And when I was saying 300 million, I was just talking about 300 million people in this country. I was just talking about this country. Now, don't forget, we have the O2 drops, which is going to be coming out with a system. We got the Nightfall that we'll be able to sample as well. And even outside of the sampling system, the regular way that we just do our business, we got all other countries. We got Mexico fired up, and we got people promoting in South Africa, and we got people in different countries around the world that we are in, that we ship to, where through the power of the internet, you can meet people in these other countries and have a global business, and in time, a lot of you all will. But I need you all to really believe and get excited about and start working like you really want and deserve, and believe you can get $10,000 per month. But then again, remember this. If your goal is just an extra $300 to $500 a month, then don't let me put a bigger goal on you, because if you can make $300 to $500, that's success, man. If your goal is to make enough to cover your car payment and you get there, oh my gosh, what a testimony to tell people. They say, well, how are you doing in the business? Girl, I got started in this business, and don't you know, this business pays my car payment every month? And people be like, what, are you serious? So you don't have to say, oh, I'm making $5,000 a month. The fact that it pays your car payment, or if you're making enough to cover your light bill. Since I've been starting my O2 Worldwide business, girl, guess what? My business pays for my utilities. I'm so happy and grateful for that. So never despise small beginnings. And some people, that's more in their reality than you talking about the $10,000 a month. They'll get excited about your car payment being paid. They'll get excited about, I was about to get this cable cut off, but then my business started paying my cable bill, so I said, well, shoot, let me just go ahead and keep it on since my business is making enough money. And they'd be like, yeah, if I had an extra $120 a month, so I wouldn't have to pay cable out of my little measly check from my job. I'd be excited too. So you got to meet people, where they are. So, Peter, any last things you want to share with us? Because we want people to go out this week, right? I want them to see this as easy. It's like this the easiest thing in the world, just to be able to give away product for free. So here you started doing that. You started asking the question. You were able to get people to upgrade. Now they're asking the question, getting more people to upgrade and come in themselves. And so, of course, that is growing your volume. So tell us any last closing words. You want to give any recognition to the people who come onto your team, or just inspire us a little bit about what you're going to be doing with the system?
Yeah, another thing, even with the O2 system, I sent out my link to a couple of people for the O2 drop, you know, the sample system for the O2 drop. And I had one lady in Milwaukee who got the sample. She liked it, and she said she had had a lot of operations and stuff. And she says it's helping to stop the pain, and been working the garden with her granddaughter. Then she called me past week, and told me she wanted to buy two and get one free of the O2 drop, and that was from the sampling system too. You know, and I just like to also just give a shout out to my people, my group that's with me, Karen and Dolores, that are really working hard, and they pushing me, which I like that too. And I appreciate you letting me come on and just giving my experience.
Well, thank you for sharing. I know you've inspired lots of people on the team, and I'm excited for you and your new bunch of people there that's going to be growing and growing. So I love it when we have these positive success stories to share. So I just wanted to bring Peter on, guys, to show you that it is absolutely working. You know, Shelly posted how she had 9 people to upgrade, and I started from the beginning, having lots of people to opt in and upgrade, but I wanted someone right in the thick of things from the team, not me, not Shelly, to tell you his results. So, Peter, we appreciate you sharing that. And Karen and Dolores, I know y'all are going to hit this thing hard, so if you need me, be sure to call me, 443-864-9440, because I want to help you guys to get a great financial result. And again, guys, this does not have to take long. The only thing that limits you is your mind and your thinking. So I want you all to think of this as easy. I want you to see that whatever your goal is, $500 a month, $5,000, $10,000, I would just want you to see it's nothing but something to do. You work the system, and the system is going to work for you, okay? We're all just at the beginning of this. The company's not even 2 years old yet. Just imagine, once you've been in this thing, 48 months, which goes by so fast, where you will be. So, all right, well, Peter, appreciate you so much for sharing. And, guys, any accolades you want to give Peter, congratulations, kudos, you can do it in our group on Facebook. So the next thing I want to move to, guys, is our event, big event that we're having October the 14th and the 15th in Baltimore. Now, look, y'all, in network marketing, there's a saying. It says you build your business from event to event. And all the top leaders, guess what they do? They attend events. When they weren't the top, they were attending events and making the sacrifices to get there. And so on the 14th and 15th, we're having a full weekend in Baltimore that you do not want to miss. So on the 14th, that morning, that Saturday morning, we're going to have our Meals of Hope food packing event. It's going to be at Milford Mill Academy High School in Randallstown, Maryland, 3800 Washington Avenue. We'll post out that information. I've been doing it, but we're going to be posting out from now until then. So in the morning, we have the Meals of Hope event. Then after we finish with that, then we'll have, a couple hours break, and then we're going to have a business opportunity presentation where you will come and invite a bunch of guests, and they will get to meet and greet and see the presentation from our company founder, Mr. Dan Putnam himself. This is going to be so exciting to have the company president there doing the presentation, guys. This is a night of, making money, building the business. So all the people who come or who you invite to help pack the meals, of course, you can invite them as well. And the people who can't come help pack, maybe they're doing something during the day, but they're available in the evening. So we want to have that room at the Hyatt place where I do my personal development seminars. You want to have that room packed out. It's not a huge room. We'll get 50 guests in there, and it's going to be standing room only. I think it seats like 75. We make it fit 90 people in the room. But let's get it packed out and let the big group show up and show out and show Dan Putnam what we are made of. Hey, Erica, are you out there with me? Because, Erica, I just want you to share your excitement because you called me the other day and you've already got your plane ticket. Are you out there with me, Erica?
Yes, I am. And let me tell y'all something. I am holding everybody accountable. Y'all better be there. It is my birthday, October 14th. October the 15th is the birthday, and he's not coming, but we're going to celebrate him anyway. So, yes, y'all, and I don't know what's going on with the Spirit Airlines that weekend, but the tickets are super, super, super cheap. Like, if you can get to Atlanta, right now it's a round-trip ticket out of Atlanta to Baltimore for like $90. Wow. So, and my ticket from Houston was only $118. So I need y'all to get it going. I want everybody to show up in a big magical way. Let's impress Dan. We finally made it to Baltimore. Baltimore, that's our home. No matter where you live, because our leader is out of Baltimore, Baltimore is our home. And if no other city show up, we have to. Y'all got to get there, and y'all got to get people there. That should be like on your alarm. Post something about the Meals of Hope. We got to get people to Baltimore. We got to have people standing outside waiting to get in to pack meals. We got to have people just looking for jobs to do. We got to have more than enough people, y'all. So let's get this done. Let's show up and show out.
Awesome. So listen, she's traveling from Texas. We have Chris traveling from Chicago. How much was that Chicago ticket?
That out of Chicago, I believe it was like $107.
Wow. So guys, start checking on your travel arrangements now. But a lot of us back in May, we flew to Utah and it wasn't no $100 and some, all right? To get in front of, and we flew across the country. So most of you all are on, from Midwest to the East Coast. So this is not like hey, you got to get in the plane and fly 6 hours type of trip for most of you. Some of you may have to drive 6 hours. You got to be there. There were a handful of us who thought enough about our businesses where we flew to Utah for that training. Now Dan's going to be here in Baltimore. Oh, my goodness, guys. So Saturday night will be the business opportunity meeting, fired up and lots of energy. And then on Sunday morning, he's going to do a full training. Now, you all got to get in front of Dan for this training, okay? So what he's going to do, we have the room, Dr. Darrell made sure we got the room like all from morning to night. And the lady was trying to give it to us for a limited time. He's like, nobody else is going to come on there on a Sunday, so we have it like from morning to night. Now, not that we're going to be in there training that whole time, but you're going to get to ask questions. It'll be Dan mostly in front of the room. Tommy will be there, too. I think he'll be bringing his video equipment and all of that. But he said, Boomy, I am willing to, work with people personally, give them examples of how to make calls. Of course, he'll be doing this 100K team training. It's going to just be awesome. Here's the man for those of you who are new. Not only is he a company owner, but he came through the trenches like everybody else. He was introduced to network marketing in college and, struggled for the first several years and then realized, wait a minute, let me start working more with just network marketers, people who have an affinity for and a love for this industry already, and that's where he really found his success in niche. And so he teaches people how to work within that niche. But guys, I'm telling you, do not miss being there in Baltimore, getting this training from Dan on Sunday. I think we're going to start at 10:30, and I'm going to announce how much the tickets for the weekend for the training and opportunity is going to be really nominal. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but it's going to be very affordable. And then course, that's tax deductible. All your guests are free. All guests are free. And so that is a tax deductible small expense just to defray the cost of putting on the event. And guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a great jump start for a lot of you. Just events change you in network marketing. So let's all govern ourselves accordingly there. And then, as Erica said, in reference to making that night making that day, the weekend, monetizing it. So you want to play the who do you know game. Who do you know in D.C.? Who do you know in Virginia? Who do you know in Maryland? Who do you know in Pennsylvania? Who do you know in Delaware? So play that who do you know game, because people often drive 2 and 3 hours, sometimes even 4 hours, if they're motivated enough to make a positive financial change and they understand, and you really edify that speaker from afar real good and let them know that our company CEO doesn't come this way often and how he struggled, but he has a plan to show people how to literally get to 6 or 7 figures and 6 figures in a short amount of time, then they'll if they want to make a change, they'll get there. So you invite people and expect them to, to come and have to drive those hours, and they'll come if you build it up. Maybe you want to get them on the phone with me, edify me, introduce them to me. Then you definitely want to promote the guests there, so you can make money on that night and start building your business. The other thing I wanted to tell you is this. You got to step up and do what leaders do. So as a leader, you don't wait for other people to, is anybody already designed a flyer? I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking that question, but if nobody has a flyer out yet, you make one. Or you call, if you don't know how to make one, I don't know how to make flyers, you call a Fiverr, and you can get somebody for $5 to create you a flyer that you can post out. Or if you're in Baltimore, that you can hang up in different, venues, or Panera Bread and on the community boards or whatever, or something to have in your hand to pass out after church or whatever. So be thinking and take ownership of your business. What can you do? We know all the ways to market. You can start making videos about the weekend and Meals of Hope. You can post out the Meals of Hope videos that Tommy already has. If you go in your back office and you click on training and then click on training resources, you're going to see the PDF, I think it's a zip file, where it has the getting started guide, the onboarding guide, then it has a Meals of Hope PDF with Meals of Hope videos and things for you to share. And then it also has like a O2 testimonial PDF. So some of you all didn't know about that. So every day I will post out something that has to do with how we're giving back, this Meals of Hope event. You got to get the propaganda promotion wheel wagon going, okay? And so you be the one who starts thinking about, how am I going to promote? Not what is Boomy going to come up with for us. You and your team get together and decide, wow, this is how many guests we're going to have there. Wow, this is, how we're going to move our business, forward. You get on the phone and start calling people, especially the Baltimore people on your team that maybe you haven't heard from lately, and you need to start calling them. Or maybe guests who even came to the event last year, and you re-invite them out. So I will be sharing more, things that you can do as we go along. But I'm just saying, just take ownership of it. Think of it as your meeting. You can put your face on the flyer. Yeah, you can highlight me, you can highlight Dan, but what about you? See yourself as the next mover and shaker and the next top earner in the business. Put your doggone face on the flyer and promote you, brand you. People are looking for leaders to follow. They're not just looking for followers to follow. I mean, every leader started out as a follower, and you got to be a good follower, but I want you to start seeing yourself as a leader. Put yourself out there in a leadership role. Put yourself on the flyer and promote and brand you. Hey, Chris, are you out there with me? Chris Myers.
Yes, I am.
Awesome, Chris. Now, I don't know if you have you committed to coming there on the 14th or 15th yet? I know I'm putting you out there.
Please, it's no way possible I'm gonna miss that date. Come on, you know I'm there.
I know that's right. Tell us, okay, so you're coming from Chicago. Why is this so important to you? Just tell us a little bit about your excitement.
Look, people, let me put it to you like this here. Events where the whole team is getting together is very important. Several reasons why it's important. You want to always be around the energy of the team. When you got all the leaders there, we're going to have the CEO there, the great cause that's going on. You want to be in that energy. You want to be able to go there and meet the other leaders in the industry. You want to be in the company. You want to be able to ask questions, to get information. You want to do Facebook Lives. This is something that you really can promote your business with. So that's definitely one of the reasons why you want to be there. Second of all, Meals of Hope. Look what we're doing. We're preparing 50,000 meals for people who are in need. That's a big part of our business. So why wouldn't you want to be there and be a part of that? That's another way that you can promote your business. We always talk about preparing 50,000 meals, but if you're there, it really shows that you're really into it. You're not just talking, you're really about it. So you got to get there. And then you're talking about the CEO of the company giving a training, like the training we got in Utah. So for those who missed it, here's your chance to get it up close and personal from Dan yourself. He's going to be right there. You can ask any kind of questions, and I'm going to tell you right now, when I first met him, I was blown away because I've never met a CEO that's so humble and really pours his heart out to you. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. You want to take advantage of this one. I'm telling you, if there's any event that you need to be at, you need to be at this one because you're going to be promoting your business. You're going to meet the CEO. I want to get a chance to meet you guys who I haven't met. So please get there. Erica already told you about these prices. Believe me, those prices are going to go up as the day get closer. So you want to get the tickets right now. So for me, I'm very excited. There's no way on earth that I'm going to miss that day. Then plus, I got to celebrate with my sister Erica as well.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so back to you, Boom.
Awesome. Well, hey, Chris, of course I was going to say the same thing. Plus, it's Erica's birthday. And I like the way you started out. I mean, camaraderie, just to get in the energy of all the team members together is just really, really important. And so start making sure that you get yourself there, then you get your team there, and of course you get guests there, and it's just really going to be a great week of propelling your business forward. So I want all of us on this line to put out some kind of post tonight. This